Hello, and welcome to the Mindful Mama podcast. Here, it's about becoming a less irritable, more joyful parent. At Mindful Mama, we know that you cannot give what you do not have, and when you are thriving, when you have calm and peace within, then you can give it to your children. I'm your host, Hunter Clark-Fields, Mindfulness Mama Mentor. I coach overstressed moms on how to cultivate self-awareness in their daily lives and take family and life to a new level of awakening. I've been practicing yoga and mindfulness for over 20 years, and I'm the creator of the Mindful Parenting course, which is coming up soon. And I'm the mom of two girls, ages 6 and 9. So thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're here today. This is a really cool episode. So today is a very unusual and exciting episode because you're going to actually get the first module of Mindful Parenting, right? So I'm the creator of Mindful Parenting. We're going to be starting soon. If you're listening to this when it's released, registration is opening on February 15th and will be closing on March 2nd. So this is for you to listen to and get an idea of what the course is about by listening to the first module. So you get to hear it, which is really, really cool. So the course, to learn more about it, is at mindfulparentingcourse.com. And if you are listening to this before February 17th, you can get some amazing early bird bonuses for joining the course. And we have some other awesome bonuses coming up too in the course. The course is really a comprehensive thing. You're going to learn mindfulness for helping you reduce your stress response, and then all this skillful communication for what to say then, right? How do you talk so that your kids are less resistant to what you have to say? How do you get your kids to listen to you? It's answered in the course. But the thing about it is that it's really a lifelong thing. So when you join Mindful Parenting, you don't just get this one course. You actually get to take it again and again anytime it's offered throughout your life, which it will be offered probably twice a year. So it's like you're in more than just a course. It's like you're joining the tribe for life, because the thing about these skills is that I'm not teaching quick fixes. I'm teaching lifelong skills that are really going to change everything in your life, which is amazing. So that's what's going on. Listen to this first module of the course, check it out, see if you're interested, and you can find it at mindfulparentingcourse.com. Here we go. Hi, I'm Hunter Clark-Fields, and welcome to Mindful Parenting, the course. This is a course designed to help you become a more mindful, conscious parent, and I'm really excited to share it with you. I teach this course as a parent and a fellow learner. When my daughter was a toddler, I started to see that my instinctual, quote-unquote, way of parenting, frankly, it kind of sucked. In fact, I learned that what I thought of as, quote, instincts were actually really patterns and cultural patterns that I grew up with. But my responses to her in those tough moments, those are the ones that really get us. They get us to places like here in this course. My responses to her in those moments were really far from where I wanted them to be, what I wanted them to be, really far. When my spirited child lost it and had her temper tantrums as a toddler, it really triggered my anger in a big way. I couldn't handle the intensity of her feelings, and I would have my own mama temper tantrum, which obviously didn't help things very much. I saw in myself how patterns can be passed down through generations. When I was little and I had my big feelings, it triggered my father's anger. He couldn't handle the intensity of my feelings. And then when he responded in anger, I learned that my feelings were bad or wrong. I shouldn't have them. I didn't really learn how to take care of them. And now that my daughter was having these big feelings, I was passing on the same nonverbal message down to my daughter. Basically, the message that your feelings are unacceptable and make me angry. It was a mess. On top of that, I wasn't scoring big points in the less than heated moments either. My efforts to control my daughter made her really resent me. She resented me for ordering her around. I resented her for not obeying my commands. There really had to be a better way. We were struggling quite a bit. So I embarked on a path of study that would eventually become this course. First, I reestablished my mindfulness practice because I knew that it would help me regulate my emotions and get more grounded. I had started practicing meditation a number of years before, and I had discovered that it actually really changed my emotional sensitivity, and it really evened out my emotions and gave me a lot more peace than I had ever had before. So I knew that nothing was going to improve if I couldn't get a handle on my frustration and anger. I got very disciplined about sitting in quiet almost every morning. And I found that when I meditated, I grew in self awareness. And importantly, I could observe my thinking. I could see when my thoughts were pulling me down a rabbit hole. When I messed up and yelled, I recover more quickly and make amends when I am meditating. Mindfulness meditation put me in control of this powerful tool in my head called my mind, right? And not vice versa. It really turned down the volume on my frustration and anxiety. Then I had to learn about parenting and specifically about communication. Parenting can really be boiled down to how we respond to our children in any given moment. So communication is really at the heart of parenting. I discovered that in many ways, I instinctively, quote unquote, or really habitually, talk to my daughter. The ways I talk to her were actually creating the opposite response than the one I intended. I studied the communication experts from Thomas Gordon's parent effectiveness training to Adele Faber and Elaine Maslish's How to Talk So Kids Will Listen to Marshall Rosenberg's nonviolent communication. I realized that I had been missing the principal points that underscored all of these great teachers of communication. I also realized that the unmentioned foundation for all of these communication teachers, for all of their teachings, is actually mindfulness, because each method requires our own awareness of our thoughts and feelings. As I brought together and practiced these two pieces, right, the mindfulness to get me grounded and less reactive, and the more loving, effective communication skills, amazingly, these things really began to change things around my home. As I became less reactive, my daughter became less reactive. As I started to speak more skillfully, she had less resentment and began to cooperate more. Bit by bit, with lots of mistakes in between, a profound shift happened in my home. I started to see that change was possible and that it all began with changing myself, not my child. Mindfulness created the space for me to be more aware and non-reactive. Skillful communication gave me the words to say to respond more effectively. It has made a huge difference in my life. I have a calmer, more peaceful home most of the time, and my relationships with my children have vastly improved. It really does feel like night and day from where we were before. This mindful parenting course really grew out of my experience, and my experience is also coaching other moms to create these changes in their own lives. This course is based on two things. The first is mindfulness to help us regulate our stress response, helping us become calmer and less reactive. And number two, loving communication approaches that have been time-tested and proven to be more effective, and result in better relationships between parent and child. Like I said before, my parenting is fundamentally about how we respond to our children in each moment. So mindful parenting can be defined as a process of intentionally bringing awareness and compassion to each moment and cultivating loving speech and listening to promote better relationships in the family. So you can think of mindful parenting as this. It's a process of intentionally bringing awareness and compassion to each moment and cultivating loving speech and listening to promote better relationships in the family. Mindful parenting will help you Use mindfulness to respond in a more thoughtful way. It will help you make that choice to focus your attention in the present moment with kindness and curiosity. It will help you make a thoughtful choice about how to proceed rather than react out of frustration or confusion. It will help you listen with understanding to help your kids solve their own problems and talk in a loving and effective way so that your children will listen to you. It will also help you solve your problems fairly for you and fairly for everyone in your family. This course will consist of 8 modules with 3 or 4 short lessons in each one. Each lesson will be given in a video or audio format, and the lessons are designed to be short enough to fit into your day. I know how hard it is to fit new learning into a busy parent's day. Each lesson will have accompanying worksheets. There will be no grades or tests. In addition to short presentations by me, you will be participating in group calls, you'll be completing worksheets, and doing out-of-class readings and practices. I encourage you to have a notebook and a 3-ring binder for your course materials. Have the notebook and pen with you, as I will be asking you to write down some of your responses. Here is the schedule for the next 8 weeks. This first week, we're going to be working on how mindfulness helps us as parents and be starting our own mindfulness practices. The second week is the first pillar of mindful parenting, awareness. We're going to be learning all about that and how to bring that more into our life and practicing. Week 3 is the second pillar, compassion. Week 4 will be the art of mindful listening. Week 5 will be loving and effective speech. Week 6 will be how to resolve conflicts mindfully. Week 7 will be taking care of difficult feelings. And week 8 will be supporting your peaceful home. Before we wrap up this session, I want to share a quick word about mindful listening. As you go through these videos and learn about mindfulness during these sessions, you will have the opportunity to practice mindful listening. What is it? First, it might be helpful to think about how we normally listen to other people, listen to the radio, or watch videos online. Normally, our attention is fragmented. It's pretty distracted. These distractions and noise can really be internal and they can be external. So the external distractions might include having other web pages open, loud noises outside in the room, etc. Internal distractions can be physical, emotional, or because of our monkey mind, a mind that kind of bounces all over the place. If you are talking to another person, an example of an internal distraction might be that you're thinking about what's for lunch rather than listening with your full attention. You may be planning your next response. To be an effective listener and learn the lessons of this mindful parenting course well, you must practice to resist distractions and focus on what you are trying to hear. During this course, I invite you to consider each of these lessons as a mini mindfulness practice. Set the intention to cut out distractions and focus all of your attention on the lessons while you are listening or watching. Mindful listening is a fundamental skill to this course, and you can start to practice right away in your conversations with others as well. Think of it, in essence, as a practice of receptivity. Here are some ways you can practice. You can focus your attention on the speaker rather than yourself. Restrain yourself from interrupting. Wait until the other is completely finished. Use body language that shows interest. Face the speaker, don't cross your arms. Use eye contact and facial expression to express your interest. Have the intention to be open-minded and non-judging. Going in with that intention can make a huge difference. And then genuinely allow yourself to be interested in what the other is saying. Have this attitude of curiosity. Start to cultivate that. As you go through this course, how quickly you begin to meet your goals for this course and see clear results in your family are really directly related to how diligently you practice and complete the readings. I understand that daily pressures from family, work, and other commitments consume time and energy, so I will give you practices that are short and directly related to your life and goals for the course. Also, share what you have learned in each session each week with your family members. Ask for their help in implementing your new practices, and then you will see even quicker results. So we are going to start to ease our way in to this mindfulness meditation with some short meditations. I'm going to ask you this week for your homework to do 5 minutes of sitting meditation 6 days a week. I want you to also choose one activity to practice mindfully. That might be having tea, washing dishes, taking a shower, walking to the car. These are all examples of how you can do this. And you're going to have more about your homework in your PDF download for this session. There's some readings and there's some real life practices to check out, and also some extra videos if you're interested. Make sure you take time for this course and cut out other distractions. The more you put into it, truly, the more you will get out. Make a dedication and intention, and we'll be doing that too. So in this video, you have learned about mindful parenting and mindful listening. In our next video, you will learn more about what mindfulness is and how to start your practice. So you did it. I'm thrilled you made it all the way through. Yay! I want you to download this video's worksheet and take action right away. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you got a lot out of that. I feel like that lesson 1 part 1 really just shows you a lot about what's going on and why mindfulness helps you so much. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you're listening to this in real time, by real time I mean February 2017, you can sign up at mindfulparentingcourse.com. If you're listening to it later, you can also go there and you might find a wait list, or you might find we are enrolling the course again. I don't know. But go ahead and check it out and sign up. And like I said, when you sign up, you're in the course for life. You get to take it again and again and learn these skills and be really reinforced. It's like you're joining a tribe of conscious parents, which is so cool. So if you have any questions, email me at hunter@hunteryoga.com. And I want to thank William Fields for the music. And that's all. The course is coming up. I really hope you'll be part of it. These are skills that really change lives. I can't emphasize that enough. And I'm excited to share this work. It's really the great work of my life with you. So go ahead and check that out at mindfulparentingcourse.com. Thank you so much and have a beautiful week. Namaste.